How about them Cowboys? Angry Cowboys fan. Born to battle. Storm just means we never sell. America's team through thick and thin. When the sun shines bright, that's where we win. Angry Cowboys fan.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. And I told Cowboys Nation I would do this if Jerry and Stephen Jones, in fact, made a trade before the trade deadline expired. I would do this if Jerry and Stephen Jones made a trade for a more significant type of player and not the typical bargain bin type of trade. That I would come on here, eat some crow, and give Jerry Jones his props. Well, Cowboys Nation, get ready for me to give Jerry Jones his props during this Raw and Uncut. Get ready for the Angry Cowboys fans, Raw and Uncut.
Man, keeping it real. They keep it real. That's real.
Well, as Cowboys Nation is fully aware, the Dallas Cowboys ended up trading for a certified dog at defensive tackle in Quinnen Williams, as well as making a trade for Logan Wilson, the disgruntled linebacker from the Cincinnati Bengals. While most of the talking heads think that this trade was a dumb idea for Jerry Jones, I, a small minority of media figures as well as content creators here on YouTube, feel that this trade was what the doctor ordered for the Dallas Cowboys this year as well as going into next year. I made a video talking about how these trades fit the 4-year plan for Jerry and Stephen Jones. If you hadn't seen it, I highly suggest that you do so. I'll put the link in the description. But I feel that these moves were the selectively aggressive moves that I was hoping that Jerry and Stephen Jones would make. But during the #FThemPicks campaigns, I would be asked that what side would I find myself on? You know, and I answer that question with a desire to see Jerry and Stephen Jones be selectively aggressive with the trade capital that the team had. You know what I'm saying, Cowboys Nation? But I wanted them to not prostitute our picks for just any type of player. I wanted to see them make the responsible trades to maximize on their returns. And honestly, I feel that the Dallas Cowboys did just that, Cowboys Nation. But a criteria that a lot of Dallas Cowboys fans had was to gain a player that had some remaining time left on his current contract. Both trades did that, Cowboys Nation. And if we were to spend the first round pick, it would have to be for a dog at his position. We got that, Cowboys Nation. We also wanted them to be able to be an immediate impact to the defense, and I believe that Q-Dub as well as Wilson gives you that. Yes, I made up a name for Quinnen Williams because Quinnen Williams, that's just a mouthful, Cowboys Nation. No diddy. But I was one of those Dallas Cowboys fans who thought that Jerry and Stephen Jones wouldn't make any type of trade before the trade deadline. I'm a man that can admit when I'm wrong, Cowboys Nation, and I was wrong with my assumption in this. Jerry Jones said that he had a few trades in the works before the trade deadline, and he damn sure did. He delivered on his promise to bring someone to this team before the trade deadline was up, and I gotta tip my hat to Jerry Jones. I gotta tip my hat to the gambler. But does this mean that we take our foot off the gas when it comes to bringing talent to this team? By all means, Cowboys Nation, hell no. As it stands right now, this Dallas Cowboys team is currently lacking in the safety position as well as some much-needed help with the cornerback room. Our front seven may be able to get the job done, it may be able to be competitive, but the back four really needs some quality depth under its roster. I understand that we have players coming back from injury, but I don't want them to be rushed back just due to necessity. Players like Siobhan Revel Jr., Kalen Carson, Strayvon Diggs, Elijah Clark, Donovan Wilson, Marquise Bell, and Malik Hooker shouldn't have to be hurried back to the field to play, Cowboys Nation. We currently have Julius Woods and Zion Childress on our practice squad that could give this secondary a little bit of a jolt, but I would feel more comfortable if Jerry and Stephen Jones would bring another veteran presence to help develop a culture and philosophy within the DB room. But a couple of players that the Dallas Cowboys could acquire, they're free agents, Cowboys Nation. There would be no need to spend any type of draft capital for these players, and it would instantly make the secondary better than it is right now. A quick list of free agents would be Justin Simmons at safety, Kendall Fuller at cornerback, Stephon Gilmore, Gilly Lock at cornerback, or Asante Samuel Jr. The Tennessee Titans just let go of Quandre Diggs. If the Dallas Cowboys could go out there and get the 3-time Pro Bowler to boast the cornerback room, it would be off the chain. But until they make up their minds on what they plan on doing with Trayvon Diggs, I don't see the Dallas Cowboys making a move on a cornerback. But it would be pretty dope to have Quandre and Trayvon Diggs as your corners, while Deron Bland is your slot corner. But as the Dallas Cowboys sit at 3-5-1, I feel that the remainder of the season needs to be focused on comprehending Matt Eberflus's defensive scheme, bringing key pieces that fit this defensive scheme, and using the remainders of the games as a time to get acclimated to the scheme and develop consistency and camaraderie within the team. And I mean, I'm not saying that we don't try to go out there and win, Cowboys Nation, but during the first year of the Brian Schottenheimer regime, the important thing for the team to do is to consistently execute through live action reps so that we can go into the 2026 season with consistency and continuity and a deep understanding of the offensive and defensive scheme for our Dallas Cowboys. This way we go into 2026 with a leg up on our opponents. But Cowboys Nation, I am truly excited about the moves that Jerry and Stephen Jones have made to better this team this year. I pray that they stick with the players that we currently have on the team, plus or minus a few, but we're currently trying to build this defense from the inside out, and I believe that they're doing one hell of a job at it. I commend Jerry and Stephen Jones for their aggression. Now I need them to be aggressive with getting Brandon Aubrey extended, as well as working on an extension with George Pickens. Continuity is key, Cowboys Nation. I know we want the team to make the playoffs this year, but if we can make strides toward being competitive, I am all for it. Just as long as Jerry and Stephen Jones stays away from injecting football politics into the culture, this current Dallas Cowboys team could be one hell of a team next year. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. Cowboys Nation, how do you feel about the way Jerry and Stephen Jones moved before the trade deadline expired? Would you like to see them make a couple more moves to better our secondary? Y'all know how we do. We always talk about it in the comment section. If you're digging this content and you want to help the channel reach its current goal of 20,000 subscribers, drop a like on this video, share this content, and if you're on your mobile device, make sure you hit that hype button. Doing so will make sure that we get out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans so they can see this content and they can join the family. But if you're DC for life and you appreciate the selective aggression from our Dallas Cowboys front office, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release a video, podcast episode, film breakdowns, or Madden 26 or College Football 26 gameplay. Jerry, just because you're getting a little bit of credit for the moves that you made doesn't mean that you take your foot off the gas. We're not that far away from the playoffs this year. Let's just continue to get better. Let's better this team so that we can be competitive this year and for years to come. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.